Time now for a full look at our Wednesday forecast. Meteorologist Sharon Ray is standing by with more. And Sharon, in that piece, there was, they were talking about working out. Well, there's those hills that are by Cole Park. People run up and down them. Oh, they're killers if you've ever done it.
I haven't tried it, but I've seen people doing that and always wondered, how do you do that? Running. Boy, you sure do, and especially in this heat. But I know a lot of folks go out early in the morning or in the evening to get in on that exercise, and that's a good idea right now because we're in that August heat, and that's going to continue through the work week and even into the weekend. However, we do see some changes next week. We're still tracking some tropical moisture moving into the Gulf, and that's going to increase our rain chances greatly for early next week. And also keeping an eye on these tropical waves out there may make it into the Gulf. At least one of them looks like it might, just not telling exactly how strong it'll be or where it'll end up, but we'll be watching it. In the meantime, it is a quiet morning. We're in the 70s to near 80. The winds are very light out there. We're nearly calm across the area. As we see the very light winds, we're looking at temperature and humidity pretty high this afternoon. In fact, up to 92 by noon with a heat index of 100 and hitting 97 today at 2 o'clock. Notice the wind. Not much of it again today. Pretty light winds, and we still have an isolated shower or thunderstorm chance. I'll show you where here in a second. As high temperatures reach into the 100 to 104 range in our inland areas, it's going to be a very hot afternoon. 97 Corpus Christi and Rockport, 90 Port Aransas, Kingsville, nearing 100 today. Now, as far as any rain today, again, a lot of us aren't going to see anything, but you can see on Future Tracker here, the focus today is going to be later this afternoon and in our southern counties. Yesterday, if you remember, we saw a lot of activity building to the north and then moving inland. Today, it looks like if we see anything pop up, it's mainly going to be in our southern portions of the viewing area. Duval, Jim Wells, possibly Clayburgh, and maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm somewhere in Nueces. But overall, a lot of areas are going to stay dry today. Now, what we're watching right now is in the Atlantic, 3 tropical systems here. We've got a disturbance off the coast of Africa, or on the coast right there, and another area of disturbed weather here in the Atlantic, and yet another one here in the Caribbean. We're going to focus on this one. This one has a high chance of development in the next 2 days. In fact, it's still forecast. I showed you this yesterday, and the forecast hasn't changed. Still forecast to go to the west-northwest, and that would put it over the islands and then into the Gulf, possibly. That's just a forecast for right now, so we'll be watching that one. Meanwhile, this one also has a high chance of development in the next 5 days, and notice the path of this one. After going over some land masses in Mexico, it may emerge back into the Gulf, and when it does, we'll be watching it like a hawk. We have favorable wind shear, meaning the wind shear is low, and you can see those areas of low wind shear here in red, and that system is forecast to develop further as it moves into those favorable areas. And as that tropical moisture increases here, our rain chances are more widespread, go up next week, especially by next Tuesday.